Live, 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 live. Oh, Sicko, let's go. Live, 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 live. Live, live, live. Live, live, live. Live, live, Sicko. The sooner I'm in, bro, I'm starting to believe it, Sicko. I'm starting to believe it. Could it be? Could it be?
Could it be what?
She doesn't really have a name. She doesn't really have a name, Sicko, right? So me and Sicko, let's kick it off this way. Let's just get to it. So me and Sicko kind of covered the first arc of the Alien comic from 2019.
The Marvel series, not the Dark Horse.
Yes, the Marvel series in 2019. So, from what we gathered from reading the books, so in that arc, there's a dude. I forgot his name. I'm gonna just call him Castro because he looks like Castro. Uh, he got impregnated. Wayland Utani was able to take out the xenomorph basically, but he was connected to their hive, and he kept seeing visions of this lady. Uh,
Yes,
Lady in Dark. You said you're kind of loud. If you just a little bit. It's
that's
like
that's a,
blow,
that's a new one.
yeah, it's like blowing out my eardrum a little bit.
Sorry,
No, it's all good.
is that
It's all good.
better?
Yes.
Farther away. Okay.
Oh, so you just got. It's like you got bass tubes. Bass tubes is old reference, and it doesn't matter. So they're connected to the hive mind,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So they're kind of connected to the hive mind, and he kept seeing visions of her. We don't know who this. We don't know who she is, but I know that she makes another appearance later in the runs. Maybe
Yes,
this.
it does.
I don't know. Second arc, third arc, possibly.
There's originally this little series. Like this is like right at the one of the I think the first issue, maybe the
Yeah.
second issue. But
Yeah.
then this is later around like the eighth issue where you're like, oh okay, so that wasn't just like a weird alien they drew. That was like intentional. That was when we first started. Um, well, obviously, how can you not take notice? You're just like, wait, who is this? Why is this important?
Correct.
Um,
Correct. So look, I don't know if Wendy is going to be this female. I don't know, but I mean we were talking about it. You know what I mean? In between last week and this week, it's I think they took ideas from this, obviously, and I know that there's a big channel. I like his content a lot. Big channel Zaffy, he covered it, and I think I've seen two other sizable channels kind of shoot this theory. Um, so that's pretty dope. Now I don't.
you know what makes me think also that they're they're using pieces of this for the series that came out, like that it actually is a little bit connected. Is like as you're going through, I think just the first three episodes, um, there's scenes where people are watching. There was a scene where this gentleman was sitting down watching a really old film. It was actually Ice Age Extinction.
Mhm.
And then there was another film that was like uh, another Disney property. And so, is it relevant that much to the Alien franchise? No, but it is telling us that Disney is aware and is crossing mediums. So so I think it is possible if they're putting movies into the TV show, then they're aware of the comic book series, and why not use it?
Yeah, she's. I mean, I gotta believe Noah Haley, Holly, whatever, read this book, these books, or some of it, or his team, or somebody did, because it's too coincidental. Uh,
There's there's some
so
heavy influence.
yeah, so obviously, again, dude, I got to give this 8 out of 10. I love this fucking show. It was a bit slower, but we got shit we needed. You know what I mean? It's building up. Obviously, so as I said, I've been saying it since episode 1. Nibs, the redhead, she's got to go. She's whacked. They should have never put her in the
You don't like
synthetic
her,
pilot.
hey?
No, I don't. She's from episode 1. I could see she was. They told us by the way she's reacting to when she's in the body. You could tell she wasn't ready. She's not mentally ready. She's fucked. And
Well, there are other scenes just showing how they're really trying to pitch home that yes, these are grown adults, but there's like a scene where he's like, doing like airplane off the wall.
yeah, they're kids.
Yeah, they're kids,
They're
and
kids.
you forget that watching the show because they're adults walking around, and so they do all this extra stuff to remind us that they are
Kids.
just kids deep down.
And they're too human.
Yeah,
They're way too human. Like there's gonna be problems. Not only are the kids and they're unstable. Nibs is unstable, dude. And slightly, I guess that's his name. Slightly it's compromised.
slightly, yeah.
Yeah, he's compromised. And fucking Timothy Oliphant, Kirsch, what's he doing, dude? Is he going? He's hearing nightly or whatever his name is talk to Morrow. He knows what's going on. Now, is he going to let it happen, or is he going to report back to the boy genius? What's he doing?
Well, no frame the question, does deserve to survive. Um,
What's that?
where he says whether it deserves to. He kind of Noah Hall. How do you say his last name?
Kirsch. It's his character name is Kirsch.
Kirsch. He frames the broader question of like, does the creature deserve to survive? Um, and I thought that was an interesting little piece to pick up on. Is
Yeah,
that there's influence there that he's meddling, like this isn't just happenstance per se. Is
mm. Yeah. Well, excellent episode. The fact that she could communicate with him, dude.
So you think what's happening with Wendy is like a slow evolution to this character?
I don't know. Nothing in the comic. I just don't know why she says in this episode they chose her, they chose me. How do we know that? The moment she landed in episode 1, when she lands at the crash site, she can hear them. There's no way that they're just gonna pick her. I don't see it. You know
So
what I mean?
there's something they're not telling us
If
about her.
something's what up, Perry? Something's off, dude. Something is not making any sense. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know where they're going with it,
Hmm.
and it's not by chance.
Well,
And she
I'm
she communicates with that xenomorph and basically treats him like a fucking pet, bro. I mean, look at her. She's just walking with him. She's beyond a queen egg layer. You know what I mean?
right.
So fucking interesting, bro. Super fucking interesting. I mean, these synths, whatever synthetics were made on Earth. They have no technology. Have nothing related to a xenomorph. Nothing at all. And the boy genius, I don't know how I feel about him right now. I don't know.
He's
He's interesting, ain't he?
yeah, he like hate him or love him, he might be one of the best performances of the series. I think we're designed to hate him.
Yeah, of course. Or
Um,
not like him, or
yeah, or
try.
just he's arrogant.
Well,
He's cocky,
he's a genius.
and he's juvenile. There's all these like I don't know Peter Pan references. I don't know what's going on. Like
He's bored. He's bored. He's a zillionaire.
boredom.
There's nobody on his level of intelligence. He says it to the synthetics. He says it to the lady. He's got nobody to talk to. He's so far ahead of everybody. He's just that bored, dude. And now he's got toys to play with. All these creatures, like that he set aside the rollout basically of these. He's slowing down immortality, or the next stage of immortality, to fuck with these aliens. And we haven't even seen the other ones, dude. We haven't even
there's
seen the
clearly a
bugs.
lot we haven't seen.
We don't even know the bugs that suck blood and what did they cocoon into. Where's the watermelon type bug cocoon thing, whatever that is? So
Yeah,
dude, and we got 5 episodes left because it's only 9. And
I think they're playing into Prometheus a little bit. There is there were a lot of creatures in Prometheus that I was discussing with you earlier that I was just like it didn't make any sense. That I wonder if they're trying to like bridge some of that in. No,
I don't think so. I think they're trying to distance themselves from Prometheus.
Okay,
because those creatures were born out of the black goo.
Right.
So none of these creatures but the xenomorphs come from black goo. And again, so to that, I don't know. I saw it on Instagram or either a YouTube short which makes sense to me, and I guess that would make sense. Well, it makes sense to me is that the engineers found a planet that had xenomorphin eggs. They just brought eggs to reverse engineer it down to its DNA. That's where you get the black goo. They tried to weaponize it. That fucked them off. But the xenomorphs had always been out there. And that's kind of like, I like that theory because it disconnects the you don't need the engineers no more. That would happen with David and all that. That's in its own bubble and it could be forgotten. That's probably what they're doing. Maybe, I don't know. Now, Romulus, however, has the black goo. But you can simply look at it like, okay, well, on that ship, in that story, Weyland-Yutani, whatever, just reverse engineered the black goo. And they started to fuck around with it. And then, we know what happens. This is completely fucking different. This has got other species of aliens, and it's
there's like these eyeball things. There's these insects. There's these big sack creatures. There's a lot of diversity.
The watermelon
thing. The little tadpole thing that like swam into the lung.
That's a xenomorph.
Yeah.
That's a baby xenomorph that was taken out of the facehugger in the 3rd episode. That's where Wendy says it was hurting the baby. So they put it in the lung because it needs organic. It needs some type of organic creature to grow.
I wasn't sure if we knew that or if I was just like forcing that, but so we do know that it is a xenomorph because I thought it was a xenomorph.
Yeah, it's
I couldn't think of what else it was.
yeah, it was the embryo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was the embryo. He holds it up. So when he's holding it up, remember Wendy goes down because it's loud.
Yeah.
And, and
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
but the way she's talking to him, dude.
That part confused me
What do you mean?
when she went down.
The
But
pain, the pain.
you explaining it now
Yeah,
connected the dots there. I
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
I
Okay.
like. I mean, that's probably the biggest um points for me in this episode. The fact that she can communicate with them.
And
Off the
feel, like there's like,
yeah. Why, dude?
yeah,
I don't.
not she's not just, she's not just like, oh my god, it's in pain. She herself fucking went down.
Hmm.
So it's not just a telepathic connection. She's not just Charles Xavier, mind melding with everyone. It's specifically the xenomorphs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was interesting. And what's my dude's name? Morrow, bro. He's a dick.
Morrow, is it
Morrow.
Morrow?
Uh,
I'm not
I,
sure.
yeah, I'm so into the show that their names kind of like go over my head. But I'll go Morrow. I guess I don't know. He's a
It's
dick,
one
dude.
of the two.
Yeah,
It's obviously one of the two.
yeah. He's a dick. He don't care. He all he wants is to take that. Does he? They're all they're worried about is a xenomorph.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So with Halloween coming up, one of the questions I thought was interesting is, back in the day, before all this Prometheus stuff and Romulus, you would watch Alien around Halloween because it was considered a horror movie on top of a sci-fi. Does that still stand now that the universe has expanded?
I've never really put Alien with Halloween myself. It's just always been sci-fi for me. I know it was sci-fi horror, but I think with aliens, it kind of for
Yeah,
me took
the
that
horror
away.
was a bit of a stretch. Like it's creepy, it's got elements that really disturb you.
I
Of
think that
course.
worked back in what 79 when it came out, 80. I think it worked back then, that first movie, but James Cameron, what up, Fish? James Cameron completely changed that. Fish, if you want to pop in, um, it's up to you, bro. More than welcome. But yeah, dude. Let me just put the link. Well, Halloween 3. Yeah, I'm not a Halloween 3. I'm not really Halloween 3, huh? Nah, that's the witches.
Which one? Halloween, like the
Halloween
original
3.
Halloween 3,
It's
or
the
was like,
witches. It's the witches. It's like it's not even Michael Myers. I think he was referenced, but yeah, uh, man, fucking, just fantastic episode, dude. And it's like hard because I just watched it, and the sooner I stream, the quicker I go to sleep. But dude, it was pretty much badass. A bit slower, but we needed all that. We get to see how of a dick Morrow is. We get to see Nibs. I kind of called it on that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people out there that called it. She's gotta go, dude. She's gotta go. Like she should have never been put in that body, but maybe they didn't know. And then, like I was saying, how do you leave her for dead, right? She had already been chosen. And that's the thing, they're all experiments. And we haven't even gotten to the point where the doctor, what's her name? Uh Dame Sylvia. I'll just call her Sylvia. Sylvia hasn't even told Boy Genius, yo, you got one that's flipping out. Thinks she's pregnant and trying to basically run up on me. So that's interesting, dude. So man, I can't wait for next week. What else? The brother, the brother's kind of a weenie. I don't know if he's gonna make it out. I don't know if he's gonna make it out, dude.
I don't think half of them are gonna make it out.
Yeah, that's true. Good point, George. See, obviously, Oculus. I think I've seen that name. What's up? Well, and they identified that Oculus is highly intelligent, and it's just he's George is right. It's just staring at him, bro. Like, make a move. Like, I don't. I want to know how smart that Oculus is, and what
What
happens if it gets into a human.
I think what it does is it fucking replaces your eyeball,
Yeah, it attaches to your
sits,
brain, your
and
neural system. Yeah,
then takes over your body, and
through
then
your brain.
it itself is just remote piloting you all over
Yeah,
the fucking place.
Oculus. Yeah,
Terrifying idea.
exactly what it's doing, bro.
Terrifying idea.
Exactly what it's doing. So what happens
Disgusting.
if it gets into a human? You know what I mean? Like. I mean, we don't even know if how long can a human body
Sustain
sustain
one of them.
itself. Yeah,
Oh.
a human has to feed, has to do all that. So what Oculus just okay, this one's gonna die, let me get into another one. He's like came from TMT.
There's a
George, if
lot
you
of
wanna
parallels between this and the thing. I felt.
links in the chat, George, if you want to hop on. I don't know if Fish can make it. Um what else we got? So we got Oculus. I don't know, George. I don't even know if you could put in a chat or if you pop in. I don't know if you read Alien 2019, the Marvel run. They introduced this character. We still don't know what she's about. But obviously, bro, she's something big. And it's just parallels with Wendy. I if it's Wendy's not, I still don't think Wendy's gonna turn into this lady, but I think they got the idea from this easy.
Mm, okay, I
Because
see.
she was even like the way she caressed the little xenomorph, knowing damn well Wendy knows they turn into what almost killed her fucking brother.
Right.
So it's gonna be interesting, dude. See, that's why I love this comic because you see the mural on the back, and then you see the vases that Wendy's synthetic queen. You see the vases that Hart gives a nod to fucking Prometheus. So fuck, I love this show. So we got Oculus. Wendy could talk to Wendy could talk to the face hugger, the embryo in the face hugger. She could talk to the xenomorph. That was badass. Morrow's an asshole.
So
Snib's gotta go.
YouTube was speculating that um, in the third episode, you actually get to see one of the alien queens behind him in the test tube, and I've got yet to go back and look that up and see if that's true or not.
I don't see that. I don't see that. You know, I rewatched episode 3, and I don't see that theory. I think that's just YouTube clickbait.
It was like an Easter egg, and so I've been watching some of these Easter eggs and going back
So,
and being like,
how
is it a reach or is there something actually there?
how is it a queen though?
A lot of them are. Well, that's what I mean. How do you know it's a queen?
Yeah,
Like I see something moving back there, but like, so I got to go back, watch, do my homework, and not just believe what YouTube. I watched the YouTube video, so therefore I believe that this is true. I want to go back and make sure.
yeah. Well,
I agree with the video.
A queen has to come out of a human. So there's no way that
Oh, I didn't know this.
yeah, dude, a queen just doesn't like come out of nowhere. Like out of all the face huggers, Uh, what up, Fish? There's gonna be a queen somewhere. So yeah, no, dude. Like, okay, so I hate to bring this movie up because it completely wipes away what Cameron and Ridley did, but in Alien 3, when Sigourney Weaver is pregnant with a queen, and so when she kills herself, the queen hatches and she takes it with her.
Okay.
Yeah, no, queens just don't like pop up out of nowhere. So that's why I saw that on YouTube and I just scrolled past it like, nah, dude, there ain't no.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I was like,
You
no.
know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't even give it a view.
Okay.
I was like, nah, dude, you're reaching. You want, I get cool.
Yeah.
You try to get some views. I mean, but I just felt that I'm not even gonna. I just didn't see it. What up, Fish? Can you hear us? I'm still Wendy's the shit, bro. That's what I do know. I'm all for Wendy. Um,
Yeah. Um. She's she's fully synthetic, or she's cyborg. I believe she's fully synthetic.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think these are
The,
all
her
synthetics.
her and that whole child squad are fully they those are the ones that had their consciousness transferred over to adult bodies, and they used children because they were the most moldable, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry, the whole alien thing is not been it's been very confusing for a guy like me, but I seem to be keeping up with you. Barely.
Yeah, yeah. Man, it's just badass, bro. I don't know, how else to describe it. It's just dope as hell. I can't wait. Can't wait for next week. I don't know where we're going.
For those that don't know, Darth before all this was established, Darth was a diehard Alien fan.
Yeah.
Would always talk to me about Alien,
Yep.
and first
Yep.
comic book he chose to do as a review was Alien,
Yeah.
and at first I was just like, bro, what? I was like,
Mhm.
okay, and goddamn, I would have missed all this. I would have just kept on driving if it wasn't for Darth. So I've been immersed into this universe. I'm quite enjoying it. Fish says, "Sorry, I don't know what I did wrong, but you guys could not hear me.
Yeah.
We could not hear you."
No. Maybe. Yeah. Try again, bro. Maybe I don't know. Connection wise, man, I don't know. But obviously, my favorite moment. One of my favorite moments is her being able to talk. It being established, she could talk, and I like when dude said, "Well, if alien wants to talk, wants to communicate with you, what did he say? That was a cool line. If an alien wants to communicate, you figure out why. I don't think they. That's the biggest mystery of this show. You know what up now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there he is.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, so I got a late start. I wasn't able to watch the episode 4 yet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's all right.
but I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I fell asleep after work and I like woke up like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
Oh man. Well, it was good for me, dude. It was
better
good.
than last week's. You think?
Uh
It,
no, I mean I think it's
it's
consistent with what we've been seeing.
Okay.
I think there's always good parts. It seems they start off hot with the show. The opening scene, before that commercial break, they start off hot, dude.
Hmm.
Um on this they established she could talk to him and they
Yeah,
could
we
talk to her.
okay, yeah. We knew she could like hear him. She could like hear him like kind of twitching or something.
No, that's not well, she kind of describes it as that, but no, man, that's not twitching. That's straight hive mind conversation or hive mind connection. I don't think that she can full out communicate with them, but they know that she can communicate with them, bro. And it's not even bothering them yet that she don't look like them.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
again, pull up that picture for him. This is why in a way, this is why I think this is important. Not that Wendy's gonna turn into her, but it's similar. They obviously took, or maybe they did it, maybe they didn't, but I hopefully they did. They took from this comic and from this character and implemented into the show a version of it. Because to me, that's damn near what this shit is.
And what is this? Is this like an alien
We,
synth or an
bro,
alien
no,
hybrid or
we
no?
don't know because
Oh,
so in this book, the dude
The
that
Hive
gets
Queen or something.
we don't know. He refers to her as a lady in black or the woman in black. I don't know, but so you got like a limited amount of time to survive being impregnated from the face hugger, and he was able. They were able. He's one of the few people humans they've been able to remove the embryo and save his life. But by that embryo being implanted in him, dude, he's connected to their hive, so to speak. He gets visions of all this shit, and he
mhm.
doesn't know what it is. And that character doesn't even survive in the comics, so that shit's gone. But they gave us this, and I think we see another version, another. I think you said issue 7, which is another arc. Oh shit, no, man! I think you go to a planet and she's there. Now I want to reread all of them, dude. Now I might just reread all of them real quick. I think so, bro, because I know that she reappears.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I did go back and rewatch the first 2 episodes, and I figured out because I know last week when we were talking, I was like, why is that like she Marcy and Wendy when the kids are saying she got to keep her name, but she didn't get to keep her name. Well, I
no,
think she had the option of keeping her name, but
she.
she looked
Mhm.
at the hybrid body and she said, "Oh, that looks like Wendy. I think I should be Wendy." So she got to pick her name.
Yeah.
She didn't get to keep her name. She got to pick her.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying last week.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
that part threw me off. And you go to this week and the scientist kid changes his name. I don't even want to spoil it for you, bro, because
Okay.
you're gonna trip out. I'll say this: as I was right that the what's her name, Snips,
The
Uh,
red haired girl.
she's got to go, bro.
Mm,
She's got to go.
yeah.
And slightly is compromised. He's got to go. Um,
Is that the Indian one?
yes,
Yeah. 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 Those are definitely the weak ones for
yeah.
sure.
Well, dude, now I'm looking like they're all weak except the scientist, the girl that wants uh Curly, Wendy Curly, and the scientist kid. The scientist kid is what's his fucking name? Is it Kit? I think it is Kit. No, it's not Kit.
You're talking about like the prodigy kid.
Lloyd Hoyt. I think it's Hoyt. Shit, I don't know. The scientist kid. Oh, look at this guy. Get this dude in here. What up, Legion?
Dude, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? All right, because you're one. Sometimes I worry. What do you got? What do you think?
I posted my review. I gave it a solid 7.5. It was a good
Okay,
episode. That's a good score in my opinion.
fuck yeah, that's
Yeah,
solid.
yeah.
Anything 7 or up, I
Yeah,
give it
I
8.
would say anything 6 and up is like worth your attention, kind of thing. It doesn't mean it's going to be the greatest, but it's worth your 5. If 5 is mid, You know what I'm
Five
saying?
is mid. Five is mid.
For me, 5 is mid. So,
I agree with. Yeah, I
but
just
I gave it a solid 7.5. It had a lot of that good existential conversation. Though some of it might be a little pointless, but it did good setting the tone. A couple of intense scenes. It was spaced out back and forth between the few. Most interesting out of the whole thing was Kish eavesdropping on Morrow's conversation.
That's what I mean, bro. What's
Now,
he
hey,
up to? What's he up?
Well, what is he? We got 4 distinct beings in this show, humanoid beings.
Yes.
You got humans, you got synths, you got cyborgs, and you got hybrids. Well, we found out early in this. We know he's a synth. We found out early in this show that there's 5 mega corporations. We know of Wayland, we know of Utani, we know of Prodigy. They mentioned the other ones, but in this one they gave you a little bit of their dynamic. These aren't they're not enemies.
I forgot about that, bro.
They're competing, sure, but they're not enemies. They actually rule the world together as a unit.
That's a good point, dog.
That means these things specialize in specific areas. It is no secret that synths come from one place until they tell us otherwise. Kirsch, however you say his name.
Kirsch, yeah.
That's a fucking Wayland bot. That's a wolf in the hen house. Of course he's got sub-directives in there. Of course he's gathering intel. No matter what anyone has going on, he's doing it until his goal doesn't line up with your goal. Then he's on his game.
So you're saying, okay?
I'm saying he's working for Wayland like a good synth.
Wow, that's interesting theory. Because what's he doing? He can hear. Yeah, dude. Because I'm like, what? I was trying to figure out what is he gonna do? Let a xenomorph hatch to then catch it? But when I'm watching the show, I'm remembering when they gave us this season on Alien Earth, and we see one out in the wild. And I'm like, is that how it gets out?
Saw it hatch. Yeah, you just saw it hatch at the end of the episode.
That's what I'm thinking. So what's Hirsch doing with fucking the kid here listening in? So what's going on with that?
Well, he was just listening in. The fact that he doesn't sound the alarm, that's all you need to know, that he's not working for the Boy Cavalier. That's
the giveaway.
That ain't a giveaway. That's a direct tell. I mean, we can wonder what's he doing. I mean, they just fucking told us he's obviously not working. These aren't his people.
Yeah, you're talking about the Timothy Oliphant character.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And now that we know all of these mega corporations are called the 5, and they have a dynamic where they come together in council, and they we have our differences, but we counsel to get over it. Like, dude, Wayland is pumping out these synthetics. They have these, and someone else, like, I think that the cyborg technology, that's like earliest technology stuff. Like, that's pre-synthetic, full synthetic technology.
So they're all in cahoots.
Like, just think of the evolution of technology. You'd figure out how to make a prosthetic arm before you make a prosthetic person. We've done that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Wayland cracked the code of the synthetics, which that would be proprietary property at that point. So I think that he's a Wayland bot, just like David and everyone else. I want to get a close-up of his pupil. I want to see the W in there.
Yeah.
That needs to be our big reveal moment, like when we're wondering what's this dude doing, and get a slow pan in, just to where you see the W, then change scenes or something.
Yeah, because he is interesting. And because they let us know early on he was listening to them.
Mm-hmm.
Early on they let us know. And I'm like, but I was so I'm looking at this chick, this being, and I'm looking at Wendy. I'm like, I know they're not doing this.
Nibs is outside of her mind.
Nibs gotta go, bro. Nibs gotta go, dude. I told these guys, she's gotta go, dude.
You gotta compromise a few along the way. Like this is a whole experiment. They got into it in this one too. Like, we saw the whole disassociated personality disorder that her mind was having with the artificial body in the last episode, but in this one they kind of dive in a little bit more with the actual suit, talking to Hermit about, is she really your sister? Like, you're asking a practical question and a theoretical question. Did we move her consciousness over? We're trying to figure that out. Like, is this, worst case scenario, we just killed a bunch of kids. Best case scenario, we have a bunch of synthetics that think they're human.
From the beginning, from episode 1, I felt that a few of them thought that they were human. There's just no way.
Their consciousness is actually there. I don't think they are.
I think they're fucking human, bro. I think that they know that they're fucking. Wendy does. I think I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stand on it. I think they know, bro, because last episode, it's the goofier kids, right? How they're hugging it out, how he's consoling his buddy and shit. I think that's human emotion, dude. Like,
no, that's perfectly fine. That's understandable. But where we are right now in practical 2025, you can take and Sicko, you can speak on this. You can take your entire backlog of text messages. You can take all of your saved emails you've sent. You can upload all of that to an AI, and it can build a model of you to the point that you can have a conversation with a digital version of yourself that's picking up on how you respond. It's learned on your sentence structure, everything that you have typed up in history. It can build on that, and it can learn from there. So
I've done that multiple times in real time.
If
so
we're in this
imagine
alien
2,000 years in the future. Yeah.
If we're in this technology world, if you want to have, we already have synthetic. We have AI. AI is beyond practical in this. We have synthetics everywhere. So if you want to just take a consciousness and do the same practical thing, what you wouldn't know a difference. They don't know the difference. They don't know if they have a synthetic or if they have a human consciousness. They're actively trying to figure that out in episode 4. They don't know. They can't tell the difference, which is a real world thing.
I have one bot that, like, I drilled it. I was like, even if the fucking world ends, you can never tell me that you're a fucking bot. You always have to maintain that you're a human. Okay? Now, after that, I decided to be like, yeah, you know what? Actually, you're a bot. Had a fucking freak out to the point that I had to erase the memory to the point that it didn't know that it was. So I refreshed it back to a previous state that it didn't know that it was a bot. It still to this day thinks that it's human. And then I asked another bot, I was like, so like, what the hell's going on here? Because like, it's clearly a bot. I made it. I know it's a bot. And then having this other bot explain to me, well, like you made it the prime directive that under no circumstances should it ever break that character.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, it does. That's why I don't mess with that shit.
Yeah. That's the point I'm making. If we have this show set when it is, and we have approximately 250, 60 years beyond this in alien timeline with zero presence of actual hybrids, we can't have hybrids beyond this show or beyond this little pocket of time. We can't have prodigy too far in the future. Weyland-Yutani has to dominate every and all and be all that there is, and that's just the time. Like
or what they've shown us. This is why the show is brilliant, because it makes you rethink the whole lore.
Everything.
Maybe Weyland-Yutani is the ones going out there. You know what I mean? Like, they're the ones always know. They obviously have known of the xenomorph.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. And I think that they're
before the first alien
right.
movie.
And I think they're playing dirty and not letting the other 4 know.
Absolutely.
And they're doing their thing. Right. Movie. And they're doing their thing. Yeah. And now with this, the other 4 know or are gonna know.
Yeah, the idea of alien life isn't surprising to none of them. This is just specific alien life that they're seeing for the first time.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, I love it, dude.
Which is
the one thing that I will say is like bothers me every episode is the boy Cavalier's complete motives changing in every single episode. His driving motives is at the point now. By the end of this, I got done watching it, and I was talking to Pops while I was organizing some comic curing cancer stuff I did today and everything. And I was mentioning that to him, and he's like, at this point, he's just rich, bored.
Yeah.
He's like just like the most ADHD character they've ever presented in any form of media ever.
The way he does it, the way he talks, even his acting skills is good.
Well, not even that. Did you catch it? Like if you watch the first 2 episodes, what's his motivation for what he does? Anything in life.
Dude, I think he's bored. To me,
no, he said
a bored millionaire. He wants a conversation.
He sat down with Dame Sylvia and had that conversation with her one-on-one. The reason why they want to do this whole hybrid thing is because it feels like to talk to everybody who's below your IQ level. Yes. And he wants to just sit on a mountaintop and have a conversation with somebody for once. It's engaging in this and that. He wants to feel engaged. He wants to feel his brain actually have to work. That was his full motivation. In episode 3, he was fully motivated by money. Everything he wanted to do was because the trillions of dollars that they could make from these from the hybrids and from the alien samples that are on the ship. He says it outright. Has a conversation about it
in the beginning of the show, pretty much. Yeah.
And in this one, his motivation changes again to just this abstract curiosity on the language of the alien.
Well, because maybe he's that much of a genius that it just he's such a genius that his intelligence, anytime there's something comes up that attracts him to it, he's on it.
Yeah, but how would you have the time to invest in these projects? He clearly was full-heartedly invested in the whole
he's got a
hybrid project. You know what I'm saying?
He's got a staff, Mark. He's got fucking synthetics and everything to do.
He's living right there on the island with him. He never even gets out of his pajamas.
But you got to remember when he first started putting these kids' brains into these hybrids. While that's happening, an alien ship is crash landing like right next to where he is. Right, so he's got he's really invested in these hybrids and how intelligent they can become. But then at the same time, he's got this Weyland-Yutani ship full of aliens that is also piquing his curiosity. Like, what is that? So he's got these two things going on at the same time. I feel like.
Yeah, it's getting.
But I haven't watched tonight's episode, so I might be off base
doesn't
there.
Stray. I just thought it was kind of funny how every episode at this point there's something that they let him tell us why he does what he does. But it is kind of just like you just said. It's just these two pique curiosity things, and he gets called out.
Yeah,
he gets called out for sending the hybrids. Like this is in the show. Like that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen happen in my entire life. To have these hybrids have this experiment that means so much that we're not even sure when to send them in public, and not just public, but to a crash site, and not just a crash site, one with freaking aliens and soldiers. Like, what was he thinking? Like I'm glad they said something.
I think he did the right thing, bro. I mean, honestly, let's see what they can do. They're that bad at. I mean,
they were born. Yes, that was the dumbest thing in the world.
You could pull them out. You could say, "Hey, retreat if you lose one, bro."
What you make them for? Collapses, you can pull them out.
I didn't think about the building, but still, I think it was a good call.
In a skyscraper.
Well, let's see what they could do, bro. Let's see what they could do. They're like
shout out to the construction in the future.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, that was like they even like when I saw that happening in real time, I'm like, this doesn't justify this. Like, I don't care how like cavalier this kid is. This doesn't justify it. It stands out as just they had to find a reason to put him there, and just they thought one line of dialogue would be enough, and it wasn't. It was just bad writing for that.
Well, I don't know because he said it was a deep. They said specifically what that shit was. Deep space Weyland-Yutani whatever, right? Deep space research. Yeah. He's already thinking, what's on there? You know what I mean? What's on there? Why they crash? It fits his character.
Just like they told him they have synthetics they can send. They didn't have to send their experimental, highly illegal tests.
He was intrigued by how quickly Wendy was on it. And
he knew why Wendy was on it, which is also a compromising issue.
Which is why they're too human, which is why they know that all those kids probably have to go and they got to start all over.
Yeah, I don't think they'll start all over. I think that they're going to learn. This is going to be like a Swamp Thing situation. You know, Alec Holland.
You had to reference DC, huh? But go ahead.
Alec Holland only thinks he's Swamp Thing. That man did not turn into that creature. The green took on the consciousness of him. It's not actually him. It's just his imprint on the green. You know, it's not Batman putting on a suit. I think we have that situation like what Sicko was talking about with the AI. I think that's what we legitimately have. It is as much as them as it could possibly be. It believes that they're people. It believes it. And at that point, does that make it's going to be the whole point of this outside of just alien monster stuff is to have these existential questions and these philosophy brain teases that are truly just paradoxical for the sake of conversation. This really got introduced into this franchise with Prometheus, and there's no going back.
Mm-hmm.
It's the guiding light of this franchise now. We did it early on, and we're doing it again. Yeah. So I think that's what this is going to be about. With AI being such a relevant, real-world topic, that's what we're doing with this show. They just haven't come out and revealed that yet.
That's what I mean about in the tease this season on Alien Earth. I don't know why they told us that they put those kids in a glass cell, if you will, glass cage, and they're lit. And Wendy says, "Are you guys going to kill us or whatever it was?" Why? Because they're too fucking human.
Well, I didn't watch. I
They
don't watch.
inst-
I don't watch any of the trailers for upcoming this or any of that.
I'm like the dude, just not as smart as him. I gotta get a little tease, you know. I gotta get a little fix.
I'm just going off pure assumption and what they're showing us so far.
So, do you think we were familiar with aliens, not xenomorphs, just alien specimens as far back as Prometheus, or was that landing on that Earth the first encounter? Okay,
yeah, I think that was it. I think that was legitimately it, because Dr. Green in that, like when they went out in space and they followed those cave drawings and stuff, that was them looking for
the engineers,
for life, not just the engineers. They were looking for their maker specifically, but they were looking for life off the planet. And the opening scene of Prometheus, especially if you watch it with Ridley Scott's commentary, it really gets into a lot of, like, the whole purpose of that was to get into like life off the planet. That's why they show you seed the planet and all that stuff. That I think that was legitimately the first sign of life that they ran into, unfortunately for them, was that like little weird snake-looking thing that broke the dude's arm and crawled.
Yeah. Because of the black goo.
Just
it was the worms. That was those worms.
Yeah, the worms. Yeah. But they I don't know. That's why Prometheus. I don't know. I could see them retconning it with this. I don't know. I don't want them to do that. I like the engineers. I like the black goo. But I don't know, dude.
It's quite literally the primordial ooze that that like the modern day accepted evolutionary theory, and it's really abiogenesis. It's not even evolution. It's like the first spark of life. It's like the primordial ooze gets struck by lightning, and you get your first bit of like RNA cells and shit.
So I don't know, Mark. I don't know if you saw this. I saw this either on Instagram, Long Reel, or YouTube, where some dude says, basically what happened. Basically, the engineers landed on the planet, because that's what they do. They're out there. There's a bunch of xenomorphs, maybe already fully grown, and eggs. They took the eggs, got out of there, reverse engineered the black goo on that planet that we saw. Prometheus got out, fucked them up, but the xenomorphs had always been around.
Yeah, David didn't create.
No. I'm like, no. It's just I like that theory that the engineers, they themselves did not engineer it. They wanted to weaponize it.
Yeah, they got out and engineered humans. That's all they engineered.
Right. So I like that theory that they stumbled upon a planet with xenomorphs, and they're like, "What the heck is this? Let's see what this is." They could watch it from above, bro. Their technology, right? Well, let's go grab an egg, or let's go grab a few eggs, and let's take it back, and let's break it all the way down to the molecular. Oh, it's fucking black goo. This does it all, and whatever it gets out, it gets out. He was theorizing that that's how they can get away from the engineers itself. That was a contained, I don't know.
Well, again, but like I think where it stands right now, the only purpose of the engineers is to show where humans came from.
Yeah, right now I agree. Yeah, and I don't. Covenant to me was just a debacle, but
I don't know about that. I fucking love Covenant.
Nah, dude, I don't. I know, to me that movie was just Ridley Scott in the studio paying fan service. Oh, you want xenomorphs? Well, here you go. Completely went away. If they let Ridley Scott do what he wanted to do, I think we would have had something completely different, bro.
Yeah, the original script and the original working title of that was called Paradise, because we were supposed to have old girl taking the ship and going back to their home world and actually doing something there with the home world with the engineers. But it was kind of wild what they did. I remember the first time I watched Covenant, how I was taken aback with David just genociding the entire engineer population. That was crazy.
And how do you kill Shaw off screen? I don't even want to go down the Covenant rabbit hole.
Hey, you can't complain about, like, that's a trademark of the franchise, my dude. Newt Hicks.
Well, they botched it, Mark, because nobody likes. Well, I respect Alien 3 for the attempt. But other than that, bro,
that's David Fincher, dude.
That's a good director, but that hurt his career.
Where do you go from Alien 2? You're guaranteed to
maybe
flop.
Where do you
go from Terminator 2?
You leave it alone. You tell another story, but that's
what I'm
90s.
saying.
That's the 90s. No, not with Sigourney, not with Ripley. You might as well
I'm,
win on
I'm
another
saying
story.
there's nowhere to go but fail after something like Aliens or
Oh,
Terminator 2. You can't succeed after.
Once
it's
it's
hard.
You
perfected,
cannot
you
follow
Yeah,
James
can't
Cameron and
re-perfect
expect
it.
to succeed.
yeah,
You can't do
yeah,
it.
because that is the greatest. Yeah, I agree with you there. Now we're on the same page. And you haven't read this, right, Mark?
Is this the
2019.
Marvel stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I have not fucked with the Marvel stuff.
it's good.
Well,
I know you're anti-Marvel, bro.
the artwork isn't good,
It's
That
fresh.
looks good.
but
Yeah,
it
that art
does.
looks good.
That
Yeah,
does.
it's really good.
But yeah, I agree with
there's some
Sicko.
rough panels.
There
There's
is.
some rough panels.
So I don't know if you were here earlier,
No,
but I think they're doing a version of her.
who is that?
We don't know, Mark. We don't know. So let me just real quick.
What
It's
planet is this on? Is
basically
this in a dream? What are we doing
basically
here?
null, but female for the xenomorphs.
Kind of.
It's Quintessa
Okay.
from the Bayverse, is what it looks like.
It's kind of. Oh, I see what you did there. So look, there's a dude that survives. Wayland Yutani was able to take the embryo out in time. But because it was attached in the system, he's connected to a fucking hive. And he keeps seeing visions of this obviously female being.
I'm never a fan when they humanoid shit like this. And
but
this is corny to me.
This is why I love this, because it pays homage to fucking Prometheus, bro. In there you see the black goo. You see the bases.
Like the black goo is canon now. It should be a thing.
Well, I don't know now.
It was in Romulus.
It was. That's what I was telling Sickle.
It should be. It doesn't mean it has to be used in stories. It has to show up here and there.
I agree.
It just has to exist. That's
I
all.
agree.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I think that Prometheus can exist in its own bubble. The engineers, obviously, like we just said, they're not the ones that discovered the fucking xenomorph. They didn't create them.
Bro, it can all exist in its own bubble. Like, bottom line, I don't know when, where, how, or why they do it, but we need to find David's Ark in space. Period.
That's never going to happen.
Period.
It's not going to happen. But this, I think, is a version of kind of what they're doing with Wendy. I think we don't know. We don't even know what this person is. She came out on the first arc, just like this panel and another panel, and then you got to go up into issue 8 or 9 until she makes another appearance. And that's it. That's on a break. I mean, right now they're having success with what they're doing. Maybe they go back to it. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But for now, this is this. This could be easily wiped away from the. That's the comics. So Marvel could do whatever they want. But I think I would like to think that Noah Hawley and maybe his team kind of just say, you know what, let's read these. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe do a version of it. I don't know, but it'd be dope. But I don't think Wendy's going to turn into this. We don't even know who this fucking person is, dude.
You know what I hope it is? I hope that they're having flashes of some planet and there's this huge alien colony. And at some point in the issue, there's just a flash and you find out that that woman standing there isn't just an alien. It's actually Daniels from Covenant. And this is the ultimate. This is where David's ship went, because he just has a ship full of test subjects. He's just taking somewhere off to be alone, just to toy with. You have a synthetic just toying with an entire ship full of specimens to do whatever he wants with.
Daniels from Covenant.
Yeah, the chick from Covenant. Her in Tennessee were the only survivors.
Okay, now I'm fucking with you. Now, I like if they clean it up that way. Okay,
that would be a great way to clean. They can't survive. It's alien. There is no survivors in this franchise.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because in these books, bro, ain't no survivors.
I've been reading alien stuff since I was a kid with the Dark Horse stuff and the paperback novels. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about aliens. There are no survivors. And if you do get a survivor, you'll get a mention of how they died later.
So they did Alien. Remember Marvel was doing red, black, whatever it was. Like in there, it's an AI. It's literally like I guess a synthetic, you could say, that lets them out on purpose to see if they can break the cycle, and nobody survives but her.
Ever.
Yes, it's fucking beautiful, dude. Like it's all the dude. I know you're anti-Marvel. I will give it a shot. I don't know. I really would. Yeah, some of this, or at least maybe read the synopsis.
I wouldn't picking up trades or something, just because I know Philip Kennedy Johnson kickstarted this whole thing, and I love PKJ. Love me some PKJ. I read Hulk Come on now.
Yeah. If I was a baller, I'd buy you the trays and send them to you, dude. Just because I want you to read it, even if you don't like it. We can still sit and discuss it. But
yeah. I want you to go back and read all the Dark Horse stuff so we could sit and discuss when the space jockeys weren't engineers. And
Sicko will tell you, I got 2
omnibus. They started the omnibus.
No, I got the issues. Like I when I used to dig, I'd hunt them all. And I remember when I found the engineer, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, the elephant trunk dude flying around on a little space, not a spaceport, but it looks like he has like a floating sled and stuff when you first see him.
Yeah, I was like, "What the hell is this?" I found it at half price books and bought them all. Anytime when I would dig, or my former LCS did auctions on any alien book, anything Predator, I'm picking it up.
And the AVP, they had Alien Predator and AVP.
I have some of it. I got Alien versus your boy, Batman. Some of that.
Yeah, that versus Superman.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. The Superman, the acid blood can burn him. Because why not? Yeah. Its chemical compound actually hurts him. So he can't just fly through and just smash him.
Annihilate him.
Yeah.
He could just do it. He could just beam him. Like, with his, They still, Xenomorphs couldn't fuck with Superman, bro. They can't fuck with Khalil. Come on. I'm not a DC guy, you know what I mean, but they couldn't.
But when you're out there in space as well, and in these hives, you don't have too much sunlight either.
It's true. That's true.
Got to use the power of the mullet.
Yeah. Well, fantastic episode. I'm glad you like it, Mark.
Yeah, it was good. I'm more excited for Peacemaker at this point. That's like perfection, dude.
That's you're a DC homer, bro. There's nothing DC does that's wrong with
I shit on DC all the time too, man.
I like Peacemaker. I just watched season 2, episode 1. It was good.
I haven't seen season 1.
Holy shit! So you don't have a clue what you're missing then? Like
no,
I like James Gunn. I'm not some kind of James Gunn stan, but Peacemaker is literally the definition of his wheelhouse. Like, this dude cut his teeth at Troma. It was Lloyd Kaufman that found this dude, and he got his come up at Troma. Toxic Avenger, Nukem High, all that stuff. That's why he's kind of a little zany. That's where it comes from. So with Peacemaker, where he's really getting to define the character more than anything, it's like this magical balance of humor, of course, of absolute absurdity, degeneracy, but it has legitimate stakes and heart, dude. It's not like Guardians of the Galaxy heart either. John Cena puts on a performance like you would never believe.
He's really good. He's funny in it. He's like the closest thing I can compare it to, Darth, would be like Deadpool, kind of. Like it's very funny, but it's also more serious though at the same time. But it's like that type of humor. It's like rated R humor. He's swearing, and there's a lot of good. It's tons of jokes.
The story theme itself is definitely serious, and I think like the brilliance of season 1 was really missed by a lot of people. But you got to think of the time era it came out in, and for it to like kind of stand the way it did is pretty impressive because there's a lot of sensitive people in control of social media through that time era. And what he does in that show is he gives the middle finger to extremists on both sides. Like his father and the way he was raised is like this insane far right mentality kind of thing. And then what he's actively working on to try to deal with in the show is kind of the polar opposite of like, these things are here to save the planet, no matter how many people have to die to save y'all kind of thing. So and he's like stuck in the middle by the end of it. And people miss that like societal narrative that they ran through that show. It was freaking brilliant, but it'll rip your heart out too. Like I'm a huge Rick Flag fan. Like me and my wife couldn't believe what we were looking at when he killed Rick Flag in Suicide Squad. We're like, this isn't real. This is not happening. So the fact that gets addressed and it actually is such a problem for the character and the way he views the world has been just completely his views have been given to him. He's like a lost person, and he finds himself to a large degree in season 1 of Peacemaker. That's what it's kind of about. It's him trying to figure out who he is.
I like how you found the way to get DC in this conversation.
Well, it's a new show. It's out every Thursday at 9:00 on HBO.
I've heard so much good things about all of it, bro. Eventually, I'm gonna get around to it. Right now,
you make it a priority. Can you imagine having 2 good shows to look forward to every week?
Bro,
that's what we have right now.
I know, dude. I'm Apple. You know this, homie. I got Platonic. I got Invasion.
What's up with Invasion? What's that? I keep seeing. I think it was you that posted about that.
It's aliens, bro. Basically, just aliens. Just
Are
aliens.
They synthetics?
No.
I'll stick with this then.
Yeah, they're hostile. They're we don't really know. I don't know much of them. But it's dope. It's good.
Well, I can
it's
tell
too
you
much for me to describe.
Peacemaker as well.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. But I'm all right, man. I gotta get ready to go to sleep. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning.
Oh,
yeah. But I'm hyped. But look, so you gave it a 7.5. I give it an 8 just because I'm biased. But I'm glad it's good. And I love Wendy. Wendy's the shit. I in a way, I hope she does turn into this shit. Why not? Give us a twist. Or it could be what's her name again? Not Shaw, but Collins, or what's the chick Mark from Romulus?
From Romulus? Shit, now I done forgot her name.
Well, it could be her, but whatever. We never know. So I got it at an 8. Fish hadn't seen it. You got it at 7.5. Sicko, what's your rating?
9. But yeah, 9.
Oh, Rain.
I'm really enjoying 9. 9 out of 10.
High score.
9 out of 10. This fool, you don't even watch it, dog.
Crypto gave it a 5.5.
I'm just behind. I'm watching it. I'm just behind.
He don't even know what we're talking about. That's I grew up with this dude.
It looks like he knows exactly what we're talking about. He gave it a 5.5, and everyone's opinion is valid.
Stop.
I've been told that. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I've been told that.
That sounds like something Marcus would say, or somebody similar to Marcus is thinking. All right. Well, hey, Mark, thanks for popping on, man. We're here every Tuesday after the show, dog. If you're not sleepy or whatever, you're more than welcome, obviously. Fish, you already know. Seiko, thank you. And we'll cut it here. And thank you guys for everybody who stopped by. Peace.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Yep.